Social Security and the $2,000 stimulus check that the president has talked about multiple times since he originally floated the idea back on November 9th. I continue to get a lot of questions from those of you in this community receiving any type of benefit out of Social Security, and again, fill in the blank with whatever type of benefit. It could be retirement, SSDI, survivors, spousal, any of the other benefits. It just doesn't really matter. But a lot of you reaching out asking, when are we going to get it? Are we going to be included? That is a major question that I get all the time. How much is it really going to be? When are we going to see it deposited? And again, the questions go on and on. So I want to come back in this video, give you the latest updates as far as where we're currently at as of right now, what the president has said about this, which I think you already know that. I've shared with you multiple videos over the last few months here of the president speaking and the latest details, and anytime new information comes out on this, I am immediately in a live stream or I'm in a dedicated video, whatever it happens to be, sharing those details with you as it's coming across the wire. But again, the most common question that I get from many of you in this community regarding the $2,000 from the president, as well as relying on your Social Security benefit, and again, whatever type of benefit you're receiving, the most common question that I receive is, will we get it? Will we be included? What about SSDI? What about seniors? What about retirement beneficiaries? What about SSI? Again, I'm going to include all of that for you in this video. This $2,000. Okay, here's the thing that I see out there all the time. Many people say, I don't pay taxes. I'm not working. I don't file a tax return. My response to that is, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Does not matter, okay? Here is why I say that. I've been pounding the table on this for months, which is, it's always about your income. That's it, your income, okay? Now, some people, when I say that, reach back and say, but I don't have an income. I'm not working. Do you get money from Social Security? That's income, okay? Income is income. Any money coming to you is income. It does not matter where it comes from or the purpose. You do not need to be working. They do not say anywhere, anytime that they distribute money like this, they never say it's for anybody that has a job. No, that's not what this is all about. It's not that whatsoever. They use your income to qualify your eligibility, okay? Now, you might be coming back and saying, but I don't file a tax return. They don't know what my income is. They know everything about you. Yes, they do, okay? They know exactly what your income is, down to the penny. Why? Well, because Social Security, they give the IRS documentation every single year about you. They know everything about you, okay? And that's not a bad thing. Who cares? If they know that about you, it's not that big of a deal. They know it. Whether you like it or not, they know it, okay? Anyway, here's what happens. And again, you probably know this, but let me just clarify this super fast here just to kind of straighten this whole situation out. Because again, I see these comments all the time saying, I'm not working, I don't have an income, I don't file a tax return, therefore I'm excluded from this. No, that's not the case whatsoever. Here's what it comes down to. Your income. Every single time, it's about your income to qualify your eligibility. Social Security submits documentation to the IRS just like every single year. At the beginning of the year, you get either an SSA 1099, or if you're living outside of the country, you get an SSA 1042S. Okay, it's your documentation that you get from Social Security that outlines exactly how much money they paid you. It's a legal tax document that they must furnish to you, and it's also furnished to the IRS. They must give you this documentation. Anyway, therefore, the IRS knows exactly how much your income is. Now, even if you don't file a tax return, it doesn't matter, and the reason for that is because they already know what your income is, right? So, if you don't file a tax return, that means to me, that tells me that your income is below the standard deduction, which is, let's just call it $15,000 for 2025. We're talking about 2025, even though here we are 2026, it doesn't matter. I'm talking about 2025 because that's the most recent filing year. Okay, so that's the year that you'd be filing a tax return for. Now, obviously, quick disclaimer, this is not tax advice, this is not accounting advice, this is not legal, professional, or advice in any way, shape, or form. I don't know your situation. Talk to your own accountant, talk to your own CPA. That is not me, okay? Anyway, So what that means to me, if you're not filing a tax return, your income is below the standard deduction. In the eyes of the government, your income is zero. Zero income is what your income is on paper because you've wiped it out because of the standard deduction. Okay, you don't need to understand this. It doesn't matter. But my point is, it's only about your income. The only question you need to be asking is this: what is your income in relation to the likely thresholds that they will put in place? I'll tell you. $75,000 a year as an individual or $150,000 a year as a married couple. The question is this: is your income below $150,000 a year as a married couple or $75,000 a year as an individual? Yes or no? That's it. That's all you need to know. Your income. And you might be thinking, but I get $1,000 a month from Social Security. Great. Your income is $12,000 a year. Is $12,000 less than $75,000 for an individual? Yes, way below. Okay? That's it. That's all you really need to know. You do not need to be working. You do not need to file a tax return. If that's your situation, and again, not tax advice, I don't know your situation. If you need to file a tax return, you probably want to do that. If you don't need to, then I guess that's your situation as well. I don't know your situation. I'm not giving you advice. I'm just saying. But my point being is this: based on the remarks that we heard out of the president, the $2,000 is likely coming in the middle to end-ish of the year. Why? Midterm election is in November. We know this. This is not a secret. They're going to do this, if they do it in the first place, strategically placed right before the midterm election. I would suggest, if they do this, money's probably going to roll out in October. Okay, that's just my guess right now, if they do it in the first place. And a big ol' capital IF, if they do this in the first place. Money would likely roll out in October, right before the midterm election. Okay, we know this. It's not some secret. They continue to act like it's some secret, like, shh, don't tell the people we're going to do it right before the midterm. Duh, we already know this, right? We know what the strategy is here. Okay, now that we know the play of the playbook, okay, fine. Let's just look at this, strategically as far as what we need to know. They're not talking about anything in regards to, oh, you must be working, oh, you must have filed a tax return. None of that. Income is income. It's always based on income. Now, again, I know I've said that multiple times in this video, but again, that's all it's really about. Okay, when you look back at the stimulus checks that we received in 2020 and 2021, only factor that mattered was your income. The only people that didn't get it were the people that earned too much money, or the people that were not on record somehow, some way, and they didn't have a way to get that money to people. In fact, the IRS, for the couple years after the stimulus checks were distributed, the IRS was literally begging people to claim the money, and still a bunch of people didn't claim the money. I made a bunch of videos about it and saying, hey, if you didn't get it, claim the money. The money's there for you. It's free money. Claim it. The IRS was literally begging people, and still a bunch of people still didn't even get it because they didn't claim it. So anyway, point being is they want the money to go out, okay? So anyway, I hope this helps you better understand the situation, okay? So anyway, they know all this information about you. Only thing that we really need to do is continue to wait. Now, one more thing I want to debunk here really quickly is I continuously see the comments out there saying, I'm receiving Social Security, I'm not going to get it. Let me just ask you a logical question right here. Do you really think, logically speaking, a month or two or weeks to months before the midterm election, do you really think they're going to distribute $2,000 and say, everyone's going to get it, but we're going to stiff everybody on Social Security? No, not a chance. Not a chance in HE double hockey sticks are they going to do that. Reason being is this: who in the largest numbers goes out and votes every single time a vote comes around? Is it teenagers? No. You kidding me? Trying to get them away from video games? Not happening. Is it millennials? Nope. Not millennials either, right? Who is it? It's seniors and fixed income beneficiaries. Without a doubt, every single time, it is fixed income beneficiaries, it is seniors. They are the ones that show up in the largest numbers to vote every single time. So do you think they're going to stiff these individuals right before a midterm election? Not a chance in the freaking world. Not a chance are they going to stiff these individuals. If anything, the money should really only be going to these groups, right? Fixed income, Social Security, seniors. I mean, realistically, these are the groups that really need the money in the first place, right? So anyway, This is kind of the latest update. Well, it's actually not the latest update. It's kind of a clarification video because I get comments daily on this. All kinds of comments all the time. Many people that are very, very, very worried and concerned. Now, you heard me say a couple minutes ago, October. Okay, that's just my guess as of now, based on what we know. If they plant this right in front of the midterm election, okay? But I want to say this as well. If we continue to see a lot of weakening economic data coming out and we continue to see the economy, not doing very good, we could easily see a stimulus-induced economic relief payment, which is really what they are, right, to stimulate the economy. We could easily see a contraction or a recession-induced stimulus check distributed significantly before that if the economy continues to get significantly worse. We could easily see that, no problem before that. Am I promising? Not a chance. I'm not going to promise that. Am I guaranteeing anything? No, not a chance, because I have no idea what they're going to do. And I have no idea what the future holds. All I'm saying is that we have many different reasons for which money could be distributed. A weakening economy, a contracting economy, a recession, the midterm elections, the dividend payment, the distribution, the rebate, all of these different reasons could be the reason in which money is distributed, okay? This is the year. If they're going to do it, this is going to be the year, okay? Outside of a recession, if they're going to distribute money in the form of a rebate, a dividend, a stimulus, it's going to happen this year if they do it. Otherwise, if they don't do it this year, the only way we're getting something beyond this year is if we get into a major economic contraction, a major recession. At that point, they would distribute stimulus yet again. They do it every single time. Anyway, I hope this helps you to better understand the situation. As always, keep those comments rolling in. I can certainly jump on a dedicated live stream or dedicated video. Whatever you need, no problem whatsoever. I can certainly do that for you. Otherwise, subscribe if you're new here. As we get more information on this, I will certainly come back in dedicated videos, and I will drop those to you as soon as that information comes across the wire. Again, please subscribe. Big subscribe button right down below the video. Please share the video. Big share button right down below as well. Otherwise, drop your comments, your questions, your feedback down below. And until next time, please have a nice day. I hope this helps you. And again, I'll catch you again later in the next one. Hope this helps, and I'll see you again.